I'm back. BigGuyTreadmillReview.com. I'm Big Mike with Big Guy Treadmill Reviews. Hi, this is Big Mike with Big Guy Treadmill Review, and today we're going to be talking about the Horizon 7.8 AT treadmill. So, just taking a look at this and moving it out into the space, this is a beast of a treadmill framing wise, right? So this is a very heavy tread, 330 pounds once fully built, which somewhat perplexes me why there's so much plastic up here, because this doesn't need any looking massive and being just a tank. But again, huge side rails, uprights, everything like that. I mean, it's just a really solid frame, and of course, you know, a little better warranty than some of the lower end Horizons. This is pretty much their big dog, their top of the line Horizon. But you know, you've got a 5-year parts, you've got 1 year on labor, very standard with labor. But this thing is very cool looking and it's really heavy. You've got a 22-inch wide deck, 60 inches long, so same length as other models. 22 wide though, so a little more width, which will help. I'm a big boy, as we know. I'm 298 pounds currently. I'm 6'4". You know, I need a little more substance usually to a treadmill, and now we're going to test this bad boy out. I'm actually kind of excited about this because sometimes in the past we get some of these really well marketed brands online, but we always get the lower end ones. Like, we're always reviewing the most popular kind of cheap ones, and this is not a cheap treadmill. I mean, right? $19.99. This is a $2,000 treadmill. This should hold up very well, is my hope. Now, I do see the Bluetooth emblem here, but this has the FTMS Bluetooth. So again, you can provide your own tablet. You've got a nice tablet holder here with a little bit of cushioning, but it's anti-slide. So put your tablet up there, connect to whatever app you may have that works with it, or just watch Hulu or Netflix, whatever you want to do. But I actually love providing my own tablet rather than having it built in. You get a little larger display on this. It's got a little coloring as well, so that kind of makes it a little easier to read. And I do like a white lettering, rather, you know, it pops off pretty well for me. Let's go ahead and let's do an incline here. So a lot of people like to walk in an incline. We've got it at 2.0. We're going to bring this up. It does go up to 15 on the incline. So it says 15%. Sometimes I don't get obsessed with what that means, whether it's degrees or it goes to level 15. So it's got a nice motor to it. Yeah, so, okay, well, we weren't gonna mention other reviews because reviews don't cross. They're supposed to be individual, but we do have another issue here with the runaway belt, is kind of what we call that. This is an issue with kind of gravity, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back down because we're gonna go and jog on it, get a feel, but it shouldn't do that. Now, when we go to a really high incline, obviously gravity pulls me down with my weight, and basically the belt should actually, so sometimes when people are like, oh, I want that Nordic track or something that goes like super high up in elevation, that is an issue with elevation sometimes with bigger, heavier people. There's no way I can walk on this treadmill at full elevation, at full incline. It won't work. I'll have to do it lower. I think I got to about 10, and then I started feeling it run away. So again, you could go to a low elevation on this. It was holding, but up until that 10 point, once we went past that, I would have fell or I would have fallen off the back of it, because it would just keep increasing in speed. I would literally, like I said, we call it runaway belt. You would never ever be able to stay on it unless you're some sort of like crazy sprinter, which normally doesn't happen at 298 pounds. Now, with that said, let's not harp on it. You know, I am very disappointed in that, because again, at a $2,000 price point, we really shouldn't have that issue. There's a lot of treadmills that we've reviewed in the past. Check out those videos. But a lot of treadmills that we reviewed in the past that don't have that issue, and they actually go up to a little steeper or an equal incline, right? Some of them have 30 different degrees of incline, things of that nature. I know that, you know, Life Fitness, 3G Cardio, there's a lot of these treadmills that have actually done very, very well holding my weight. And this thing's claiming to have a 350-pound weight capacity. So I'm well under it, right? It's got a bigger weight capacity than some of the treadmills, the ones I just mentioned, 300-pound weight capacities, things of that nature. Why isn't it holding me? So anyway, I said I wouldn't harp on it, and then I just harped on it. So here we go. Let's get a jog on. Let's at least feel if it's powerful enough to, oh yeah, okay. That's a lot better. I'll hop off here. It's not about seeing me sweat, but it's about getting, when you're about 300 pounds, right? 298, I'll round up. But when you're about 300 pounds, you can jog very, very quickly on a treadmill and tell if it's gonna skip, if it's gonna hyperextend your knee, potentially hurt you. That held up much better. So again, the incline poor, but it kind of saved itself a little bit on that jog. I did wanna fold this up for you so you can see. It does fold up. Now the thing about the fold, it's pretty big. So if you're looking for like, oh, it's gonna fold up and that's gonna be nice and compact, that's not it. I told you, this thing's 330 pounds. There's nothing compact about this treadmill. Elastomer wise, the elastomers look to me to be very similar to the lower model. I actually don't see much. There's a difference in color, but that might not have anything to do with anything. But again, it looks pretty well built. Obviously the framing is just incredible, and it's heavy. So overall, hey, I think that it performed decently. I do think that for $2,000, I've seen other treadmills that perform much better. They're more compact. They're much smaller. Like I said, I mentioned two of them off the top of my head. I could go down on a list, but those two brands specifically, like they really compare price point here and they outperform it. So with that said, they need to fix that. That is a design flaw, and apparently it exists through all of Horizon, at least that we've tested out here. Go ahead, check out our other videos. It helps us when you guys go and you just review our reviews, right? Look at all of our data. We actually have guys who call all of these brands, they call Horizon, and they actually get these specs and they get weird, now we're getting information on thrust motors and things like this. I mean, it's really cool the amount of stuff that they have and the amount of information they give you. Like and subscribe, super, super beneficial, helps pay for some of this equipment, and really helps us bring you these review videos. Because this is a Reddit hotspot treadmill, right? This is just Google, best treadmills, and I guarantee you're going to see Horizon 7.8 AT. And now you at least have something where I'm not paid to endorse this product, and you get an honest review of a guy who's jumped on it for the very first time right in front of your eyes. So again, I really like doing this. The liking and subscribing, those are things that help us. We want to get to 1,000. We're right there. And then hopefully, in the future, people will be like, oh, you're way past that. But again, this is Big Mike with Big Guy Treadmill Review. Please go to our website again, bigguytreadmillreview.com, and check out all of our stuff. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my review. Thank you. Comment below saying I subscribed, and we will do our best to reply to every comment.